and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara Jordan, Tammy Turns Pages. I'm so glad that you are here and that you decided to turn pages with me today. Today I wanted to start a new vlog. I thought it was a good time. My library holds had come up, and then I also had to return some library books, so I thought might as well go to the library, so you will have seen some of that footage. But also I was like, might as well just read some of the library books that I have and do another library book vlog. This will be the third in this series that I'm doing where I'm just reading only library books, and I have 3 that I'm hoping to read, maybe 4 that I'm hoping to read in this video, and I just wanted to show you what they are now. These are the books I will be reading for this vlog. Let's just go through them really quickly. The first one is Sleep. This one's by Honor Jones. I don't know anything about, well, I know a little bit about them, but like really I'm going into all of these books blind. The next one is Eileen by Otessa Moshfegh. And the last one is Cursed Bread by Sophie McIntosh. I'm super excited to jump into these books for this vlog, and I think it's going to be a really great reading experience, and hopefully, because literary fiction is my favorite, and these are all literary fiction books, if you didn't already know, hopefully I can find a new favorite, 4-star, 5-star. Yeah, so I just got home from work and the library, so I think I'm gonna chill and watch some TV, and then I'll start one of these books later on tonight. I actually have one more thing to do too. I have been trying to downsize some of my physical TBR that I either A, haven't read, or B, no, I'm not gonna read, or ones that are under 4 stars that I just don't want on my shelves. Yeah, I have Percy Jackson in the background. Yeah, so I'm getting rid of maybe like 10 books, and then I did buy some, so I'm going to give you a quick unhaul and then mini book haul as well. I'm getting rid of Winter People. I already read it. I liked it, but I want to give it away. So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. I read this last year. I liked it. It was like 3.5 stars. Just read this for one of my vlogs. I think this was like a 3.5. Oh, Winter's Promise. There's cat hair on it. A Winter's Promise. I like this a lot. I think I gave this a 3.75. I just know there's 4 in the series, and I don't necessarily need them. I don't think so. Frozen River. I actually had 2 copies of this, so that's why I'm giving it away. This one I picked up at my job. We have like a lending library at my job. I've had it for like a 1.5 years. I'm not going to read it if I haven't read it already. This one I just read for one of my vlogs, and I liked it. I think I gave it a 3.75. This one I just read. It's dirty. I need to clean it, but I just read it, 10-Year Affair by Aaron Summers. It was okay. I think I gave it a 3-star. I picked this one up at the little library as well at my job, and I never read it, and I don't think I ever will. Same thing with this one. That was from the little library at my job. Probably not going to read it. This is the last one from a little library too. Again, picked it up like 2 years ago. Haven't read it. And Mother Thing I liked a lot. I think I gave this a 3.5 or 3.75. Read it for one of my vlogs last year, but I think other people need to enjoy it. This is, another one from my work, actually, that I just know I'm not going to read. So there's actually 13 books here that I'm going to give them back to my school, I think, and just let them enjoy it. All right, and I'm going to go really quickly through the books that I have gotten. The first one is Just for the Cameras by Megan Quinn. Longest romance book ever, but cute. No Ordinary Love, The Fangirl Project, All Paths Lead to Paris, 15 Summers Later, Not in My Book, All Roads Lead to Rome, The Strawberry Patch Pancake House, and then this one was for my birthday, Girl in Pieces / You'd Be Home by Now / How to Make Friends with the Dark. So there are 11 books here, and I'm getting rid of 13, so we're gonna call that a win. Most of these are like romance, kind of summery, kind of spring, which is what I was going for. So yeah, I will hopefully get to these sometime in the next couple months. The next day, and I wanted to give you just a little bit of an update on Sleep by Honor Jones. I was able to get to part 4, so there's parts in this book and then also chapters. So I was able to get to part 4. Chapter 21, which is page like I think it's 145 of this book, and this probably has like 270 pages in it, maybe. And you can see the demarcation lines for the parts. I think there's like 5 or 6. No, there's definitely like 7 parts in here. But I wanted to give you just like a quick little update on how I'm feeling about this book so far. So this book follows our main character, Meredith. She is mid-30s. I think she's 35-year-old woman. And she kind of is just going back and recounting and like remembering her life. It starts off with her, and she is on a summer vacation with friends and family. And on that vacation, something pretty traumatic happens to her, and it changes the course of her life and the way she lives her life, her relationships with people, especially men. And yeah, it definitely alters her, just her person, her being, right? And it forces her to essentially change everything about her personality. It doesn't even force her to, it just changes her personality. That's part 1. And then in part 2, we are following her in the now timeline, where she's 35 years old. She is a divorcee, so she has been divorced for, it doesn't say how long, but she has been divorced from her husband, and they are successfully, for the most part, co-parenting their 2 children. It talks about her as a mother now, and her hopes and dreams and her fears. It definitely is describing some of her fears from the past that are coming to light right now, thinking about her children. She's not healed. She has not healed yet, and she is trying to be the best parent that she can be while dealing still with the repercussions of this traumatic event that has happened to her. I'm liking this so far a lot. It's literary fiction. I think the writing is very good. I'm very interested in what this author is saying and what she has to say. It does have a lot of triggers in it, so I would definitely check triggers before you jump into this book, but I'm really liking this so far, and I do really love literary fiction, so that might be part of it. And I'll come back when I have a final review and my final thoughts. Ryan would, like, I think he would live in just like kind of rainier weather if he could, like Seattle or Oregon. We've talked about living in Oregon, especially like when we retire and stuff, but I don't know. I do really like the seasons. I like weather. I did live in New York for a long period of time, about 7 years, and I got seasons, and that's part of the reason why I love seasons so much. So to come on and share my review of Sleep by Honor Jones. I really did like this book a lot. The subject matter is definitely very difficult to read and to, consume. I would definitely say to check your triggers before reading this book, because there are a lot, in my opinion. But I thought this was very, very moving, very tragic and very sad, and just very like heartbreaking, but also very insightful And the writing itself was really, it had this like energy to it it was flowing, and it just kind of made you want to continue the story and see what was happening and see like how this had been affecting our main character, Meredith. Meredith does have a lot that she is dealing with, and a lot of what happened to her as a child comes out in the future, and it basically colors everything that she does, like in her life. Like all of her choices are funneled through basically the way she sees life due to this thing that happened to her when she was younger. I would give this a 4-star, and we're gonna move on to my next book, which is gonna be Eileen. So here is the next book. We're gonna read Eileen by Ottessa Moshfegh. I don't know a lot about this, but I'm really excited to start because Ottessa Moshfegh has written my most favorite book, maybe of all time, or one of them, My Year of Rest and Relaxation. So I'm excited to jump into this one. Now, and I thought it ate. I liked it way more than I thought I was going to. Is it like the book at all? No, it's not like the book at all. It is a wild reimagining for sure. It's more like fan fiction version of the movie, but I thought it ate. I thought it was really good. I thought it was heartbreakingly beautiful, and I really liked it a lot. If you are a purist and you want something that's very, very close to the book, this movie isn't for you. But if you are open to like I said, a reimagining, I'm shocked. I liked it a lot. I understand why it's getting hate, but I think just because people are expecting to be like the book, and it's not. It's not at all. If you go in thinking it's going to be like the movie, you're going to be disappointed. I mean, like the book. But if you don't, you'll like it. Good morning. It's the next day, and I wanted to give you just an update on where I'm at in Eileen by Ottessa Moshfegh. I was able to get to chapter Wednesday, which this takes place, I think, over like a week, but also technically back and forth between timelines as well. I'm on page 153. There are 250 some pages in here, so I'm almost done, like a little bit further than halfway. I am liking this book so far. This book is mainly told from Eileen's perspective. This book is about Eileen. She is a 30-something woman who works at a correctional facility for boys. She is living with her dad, who is an alcoholic and also is just not really a kind man. She is desperate for a connection from, anyone, basically, but is too in her head to seek that connection. She does end up meeting somebody at the correctional facility that she works at, a psychiatrist, and they kind of hit it off a little bit, and Eileen becomes very, very obsessed with this person. Her name is Rebecca. Rebecca notices that Eileen is wanting a friendship and also is kind of needing someone to guide her in this world in a way, because she's very, like I said, introverted and only really speaks to her dad and no one else. And Becca takes her under her wing. At the part I'm at now, their friendship is starting to evolve into something more. It's getting interesting. I don't know exactly where we're going with this, but I feel like it's not gonna be good. A big part of this book is Eileen's inner monologue, and just it feels very claustrophobic. It feels, the book itself, and it feels very pressure cooker, and that's part of the reason why I love Otessa's writing, is because in like the other few books I've read, she kind of does the same type of thing where you're just kind of spiraling in your mind, or in the person you're reading's mind. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. I do love an unhinged literary fiction book, especially with like an unhinged female character slash narrator, and I'm getting it. Also, there was an adaptation of Eileen recently, maybe like a year or two ago, and I might watch that too. But speaking of adaptations, I did last night watch Wuthering Heights by I think her name is Emerald Fennell, is the director of that. And like I said, I talked to you guys when I come out of it, but I still really stand by the fact that I liked it a lot. It is not for a purist. It is not for anyone who thinks that it's going to be like the book. There are other adaptations for that. This is a very, very reimagined version of Wuthering Heights, but I loved it. I loved like the cinematography, the costumes, the storyline. I loved it. It was like peak vibes for me. So if you want something that's a little bit more fantasy, I would say to watch that version of Wuthering Heights. We're just leaving Trader Joe's. We just had Joe and the juice because it's my fave, and then I got some ranunculus. They're in season, which I'm excited about. There were butterfly ranunculus there too, but they just didn't look that good, so I got 2 of each, 2 pink and 2 white. So I think they're gonna look really cute in this new vase that I got for my birthday. And I wanted to give you my final thoughts on Eileen by Otessa Moshfegh. I like this book a lot. I thought this was very good. I didn't like it as much as My Year of Rest and Relaxation. That is still my favorite by Otessa, but I did enjoy this book a lot. I think I would give this maybe a 4, because of the last couple chapters. Really full of twists and turns, and things that I didn't expect to happened. Crazy things. And I really didn't think that that's where this was going, but it was shocking. I felt terrible for Eileen. Just her storyline, her struggles were very apparent, and it was like inevitable what happens to her in this story, just based on how badly she wanted to connect. It felt very like pressure cooker, and then ultimately it imploded, and yeah, you're just kind of left feeling like that was crazy. I like this a lot. I do think I want to watch the movie. I'm probably not going to watch it in this vlog, but yeah, I like this a lot. So I definitely recommend if you like literary and unhinged characters, but a little bit of like a mystery thriller. I will come back to when I have a bit more to say about Cursed Bread. It's the next day and I wanted to share not only my review and wrap up of this book, but also the synopsis, because I realized I had never gone on here and talked about it. So I was able to finish this book last night into this morning, and it was okay. It was okay. This book follows our main character, Elodie. She is married to a baker, and he is pretty much like the worst. He doesn't really acknowledge her or spend any time with her, so much to the point where she is kind of like a bored housewife, and she starts, well, a new couple moves into town, and she becomes very, very obsessed with the couple, but specifically the wife. Her name is Violet. So a lot of this is obviously taking place in this small town. Most of it is happening, or what we're getting is happening from Elodie's point of view, and a lot of it is inner dialogue, and a lot of it is also told in like letters that she's writing, quote unquote writing, to Violet, and they're pretty unhinged. She is becoming more and more obsessed with this couple just due to lack of anything else to do, and also because she's not getting that attention that she's so wanting and needing from her husband. So she latches on to this couple. I thought this book was okay. I definitely was trudging through it. There were a few times where I was like, should I finish this? Like, oh, it's not really going well. And yeah, it was hard. I never really wanted to like keep picking it up, but I was just like, it's so short. Just finish the book. It's crazy. But yeah, it got better. Like the last maybe 55 pages, it started kind of picking up again, and the pace, or not even again, it just started picking up, and the pace started getting better, and the story kind of came together. But it's confusing. There's a lot of like weird descriptions and kind of like gross, and it's very horny, very extremely horny, but not in like a sexy way, in like a what kind of way. I guess Sophie McIntosh wrote this book based on this small town in France. It was okay. Unfortunately, it wasn't my favorite. I probably would give it, a 3 point. No, just a 3. Honestly, probably a 2.75. Let's be real. So that is it for this vlog. If you liked this vlog, please don't hesitate to like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you made it this far, please leave a book in the comments, and or a comment. That would be wonderful. What are you reading right now? And is it a library book? I'll see you in the next one.